everyone and welcome back to my channel. Apologies for there being no video last week. Unfortunately, I had an allergic reaction to something and it affected like this part of my face and it was all like red and blotchy and swollen and like really awful and sore to touch. And I did try, I put makeup on the Friday because I really wanted to film and I cried because it looked that bad, but it's kind of like 85% gone now, so I can crack on and film. So yeah, that's why there wasn't a video last week. Sometimes life just gets in the way and can't do anything about that now, can I? So today I really wanted to share 5 of my current like kind of favourite makeup product loves, because I did used to do like monthly favourites and they kind of like were becoming a bit like samey and things don't just change that quickly. Sometimes I love things for a little bit longer, you know what I mean? And yeah, so I thought I'd kind of do a new series kind of such, and today it's going to be makeup products, my top 5, and maybe you could suggest some future stuff like skincare, hair care, films, TV shows. I could talk about TV shows forever because now that uni's over I have been watching a lot of stuff because procrastination is key. No, it's not. But anyway, let's crack on with the makeup products. So first up I have the Pixi Beauty Flawless and Poreless primer, and this is £24, which is a little bit expensive, but Clinique are currently doing it for £20.50, which is bargain. And it's basically a creamy kind of champagne shimmery coloured primer, and I've just been working this in with my fingers onto my face all over, and it kind of like just smooths out the complexion whilst adding it like a really glowy look and just making your skin look that a little bit more healthy. It doesn't completely cover my pores, like I don't see them like magically disappear, but you know what is really gonna do that. But it does contain salicylic acid, which kind of like unclogs them, and so it has it kind of like, you know, the skincare benefits, and I just really love this at the minute, even though it's expensive for this. £24 for this. Pixi, come on, like a bit expensive, but you know. Next we have a similar product but a lot cheaper, and I kind of use it for a different reason. It is the 17 Skin Wow Highlighter, and this is only £5.99 from Boots, so a bit more reasonable if you've got like a low budget. And even though it says prime, no, don't use it as a primer. It is just too liquidy for a primer. I kind of like to mix this in with my foundation and just like one little pump and mix it in and put it on my face. It just makes my foundation look even more glowy with the help of the Pixi primer, and I'm just all about that glow. And it's also lovely just on your fingertips, just the top of your cheekbones, because it's like kind of like that pinky champagne-y colour like the Pixi primer, but cheaper basically. And not as many skin benefits, it's more of like obviously a cosmetic product. Next is Hoola by Benefit, and this is special because this is Megan's Hoola. This ain't anybody else's Hoola, this is Megan's Hoola, and I will keep this when it runs out, and I have hit pan on this because I love it so much. So it's £23.50 for what you get. It's not too bad. Obviously Benefit are kind of, they're not totally high end, but they're not, definitely not drugstore. They're kind of like in the middle. I don't really know how to explain them. Benefit, what are you? What would you class them as? Leave me a comment, leave me in the comment, leave me a comment. Well, the packaged stuff's kind of drugstore, but the prices are a little bit more high-end. This is available in lots of places. The Benefit website, some Boots stores, House of Fraser, Debenhams, kind of like all over the shop. I think Feel Unique and Look Fantastic sell it as well. I'll leave links below. So I find that on me, this isn't too warm and it's not too cool. It's kind of like the perfect shade for both an overall bronze and a contour if I really want to. It isn't the darkest bronzer out there, and I find that with a really light hand, it could work on pale people. It works when I'm at my palest and when I'm at my most tanned, and that just reminded me that I've got a whole day, 3 weeks a day, 2 weeks Lanzarote. No bronzer brushes were really like hitting it for me recently until I accidentally picked up this Crownbrush Pro powder brush to use with my bronzer, and wow, like this is really good. I mean, I've got it on today and I've used it. I mean, don't know how well you can see. I love a good bronze. I just pop it in. Next is another highlighting product. I'm sorry, I know I said that's 3 highlighters now out of 5, and it is MAC Cream Colour Base in the shade Pearl, and this is £15.50 from obviously MAC and where they stock like John Lewis and such. And it's kind of like a multi-purpose product. I don't think it has an exact function, but for highlighting, this shade is just the bomb. These cream colour bases come in so many different shades and you can use them all over basically. But Pearl is just, oh, it's beautiful. I love using this to do my underbrow highlight at the minute, but I've also used it on my cheekbones as well, and it is just like stunning. It catches the light. I wouldn't go too heavy on it because it can look a bit like yeah, what noise was that? But it can look a bit like OTT. And recently I've been using the Real Techniques Detailer brush, which is this really tiny brush, just to like, you know, go under my eyebrows, make them stand out a bit more and really highlight that area because I'm all about the highlighting. The only negative I would say is because it's kind of like a hard cream, it took me a while to like get into it, but now I've used it quite a lot. It's quite creamy and it comes off the brush quite well, but the first couple of times I had to kind of like warm up with a hairdryer or like put it on the radiator before use because it was quite stiff, but once you kind of get in there and give it a bit of elbow grease, it comes out okay. And finally, it's quite a new addition to my makeup collection, but it is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara, and it is £13 from, like I said, Boots, your House Fraser, your Debenhams, places that stock Clinique, and I love this. Why have I not picked this up earlier? It has just the daintiest little brush head that just grips every single lash on your bottom lid? Bottom lid? Bottom lid? But it can also be used like in the inner corners of the upper to get those little like ones, and this is just really good. I like this a lot. £13 is not too bad really. I know obviously you could pay that for a drugstore mascara, but there's quite a lot in there and I feel like it just lasts forever. And it's good. Did I say that? It's good. So there are my top 5 makeup products of the moment. Let me know in the comments below if you have any of these products and what you think of them, or you're interested in picking any up. I cannot speak today. Can tell I've had like 2 weeks out of filming. Also leave in the comments below, like I said, what you'd like to see future featured on this channel, such as I could talk about TV shows if you want me to. Actually, I want to. I'm going to talk about TV shows maybe in a couple of weeks. Top 5 TV shows. Thumbs up for that, and give this video a like anyway if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you would like to see more, because I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye! What is this kink? Just kind of put that to the back. Eyeliner on fleek. I had to put the camera up higher like this week because when I was watching my old video back I had like mega double chin. Let's do some pictures. Pictures of me holding this there. I really want a nose job. Make sure my eyelashes aren't falling off this week, because they were the other week. This is really inappropriate.